Hi everybody. I thought post the video I just posted, which will probably be deleted. I don't know. I'm like, it's kind of silly to me, like, to watch those things back. Like, editing it down, I was like, wow, okay, a lot of this was unnecessary, and the entirety of it was oversharing and probably didn't make any sense, and there's no context, and I don't care. But anyways, I was just like thinking on it, praying on it. There's a big elephant in the room that I think needs to be addressed. A cultural phenomenon, if you will, that has repeated itself time and time again over generations. And it's the Carrie Bradshaw effect. And it's gripping me. Like it's gripped so many women before. Let me just preface by saying I just ended my season 3 arc. I'm feeling raw. Feeling vulnerable. So, 1 second. But yeah. Can my camera focus? Okay. I think I was talking with Jada and Megan about this the other night, a couple weeks ago. We were walking downtown and I was like, it's crazy because, like, I mean, my mother hates Sex and the City, so like she hates that show. So like, you know, but like most people's parents or like moms or whoever like love that show, and like now we understand why. Because like they were living it and now we're living it. And Megan is Samantha and Jada is Charlotte, and I don't want to hear any slander because that's exactly how it is.
So, are you gonna call him?
No, I'm not going to dignify his behavior with a response. I am not even going to leave him one of those angry answering machine messages.
I self-reflect so hard when I watch that show. It's not even funny. Like, it's not. Like, she's literally me. Okay? Every time I watch the early seasons, specifically just like 1 through 4, things start to just like click in my head. I have this really fun thing about me, this really fun thing where I run away. Like, in any sense of the word. Like, I just can't face good or bad. And so, in the moment where I need to be the most direct and honest, I am not. And I go inward. So, that's fun. But I also love that Carrie is like that. Like, she made me realize, like, it's okay to have been that way in the past, but like you need to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Example A.
I miss you, and I've missed you.
You broke my heart!
I'm gonna assume that I put the video in there. But that's me. That's literally me. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. So it's like, it's hard for me to be in any sort of relationship with people, romantic, platonic. I tend to have the effect of I will not message you for months and maybe throw an occasional post out, but otherwise just radio silence and elusive. Like, I don't know. Like, sometimes I just have to. And it's just because, like, I'm in my depression cocoon, okay? Like, my house is a disaster. I am miserable. That is the God honest truth. Like, I've been struggling so hard, and I have been putting up an amazing front. Maybe not so amazing, but like, I don't think people would believe that. Also very Carrie-esque. In my, you know, like my crappy apartment that I've been in forever, and I can't leave, even though I like being here makes me just ill. I don't know, guys. Like, I need to stop, like, running away the second things get good because I'm scared of having good things in my life. I don't know. Like, I genuinely, I can't understand that part of it yet, other than the fact that I just get scared and I just leave. I don't know. And then, like, immediately when I don't have that thing, I'm like, oh my God. Like, it all hits me. Like, I just realize it. Like, it's like I wake up one day and I'm like, wow. Why did you do that? Again. Like, you would think this is a lesson I've learned from. Right over my head. Right over it. I'm, like, really tripping about this week. I don't know why. Basically, I set myself up for a lot of rejection in a lot of different ways, and a lot of conversations had to be had. Like, not, I don't know. Like, I'm not even gonna get into it because it's just like there's so much. Like, there's family stuff. There's a lot, but like, I set a lot of boundaries this week, and it was really difficult, and I received a lot of negative, not even negative, it's just like, like, why can't I get over it? Why can't I move past it? Because I don't feel like I'm in control of the situation, and I don't have it, period. And I wish I did, and I wish I had the courage to speak up about these things sooner, and say what I wanted sooner, and be happy sooner. So, yeah. I create my own misery, essentially, and then I'm sad about it. Like, find better, do better. It's the same thing I'm screaming at my TV every time Big shows up. Every time. Because every Carrie has a Big. I know you all are aware. Things are still public. Couldn't edit everything out. It was terrible. It was terrible. That's all I'm gonna say. Terrible situation. Hopefully never will be involved in that again, honestly, because just, like, terrible. You if you know, you know. And that F's you up for a long time. And you get, like, you don't believe there are normal people that have good intentions, like, friend-wise, family-wise, relationship-wise. Like, I just really, for the longest time, like, I was like, there's no way, like, anybody is going to actually want to spend time with me. That's actually insane. And then when anybody would, I was floored. I was just, like, amazed. Like, I really, like, I've been trying to get over this hump for so long of just, like, having this really low self-esteem, this really, like, negative inner voice. But like I said, like, I'm depressed. Like, it's hard. Like, you just want to sit in your own filth and your own discomfort. There's something so comfortable about it. Very reminiscent of my childhood. Anyways, but, like, I truly wouldn't have been able to make it through if it was not for the friends I have. Like, I don't want to start sentences like that. Like, I don't want to be like, I hate that. Like, I'm having a hard time with, because I'm trying to be more assertive too with my words. Like, I'm having a hard time with being alone right now. Like, I recognize it. I feel like people are getting tired of being around me. I get it. But I did the isolation thing, and now I'm feeling really clingy, and it's like da-da-da-da, like, whatever. But if I didn't have these friends to, like, at least feed into the delusions just a little bit, enough to make me happy that, like, people are gonna come around, and, like, someday I'm gonna be, like, in the most loving relationship and have the best job and, like, have these great things. Like, if I didn't have them to, like, feed that to me, I'd be really struggling right now. Like, truly, I Megan and Jada, like, have been such a solid in my life, and, like, obviously all my other friends too. Like, Kevin is our Stanford. I don't know what I, like, would do without him either. Like, basically the entire summer was just spent, like, me calling him, crying, and going to his house and spending a week to a weekend, because I was like, I hate my life. You know what I mean?
Mango snow.
Seriously, like, best summer ever though. Like, we made it work. Like, we were always there for each other. Like, Jada and Megan, like, Megan I've gone to, like, I tell her immediately, like, when I, you know, it's like that scene where Carrie and Samantha are talking about, like, she got back with Big during season 3 with Aiden. Spoilers, just finish the show. Seriously, it's been out forever. Finish the show. I don't care. Spoiler. Oh my God. When she's talking to Samantha about her having an affair with Big while she's with Aiden, we're not even going to speak on Aiden. I feel ill about we're not going to address it. But anyways, it's like, we verbatim have had conversations to that depth of, like, I'm so scared to tell anybody else in my life that I'm doing this. Do you hate me? And the answer is always no. Like, of course I don't hate you, because she is truly a Samantha. Like, I never feel judged going to her for anything. And Jada is, like, the sweetest, most caring, like, talented, like, she is Charlotte to the core. Like, when I need loving and gentle and honest advice, like, I go to Jada. Like, when I feel like I can't do something or I need motivation, like, she is always there. And, like, I truly do look up to my friends, and not like I put them on a pedestal, maybe, but I, like, value the aspects of them. Like, I hope that I can just take and learn, you know, as much as I can from, like, how they engage and how they live their lives. Because, like, seriously, like, I know people think that we're just being cringe and giggling in the corner, or, like, a lot of times people think we're making fun of them because we're just really, like, scared to be in public and all we can do is laugh. But you know what I mean? Like, I remember for so long my life was not that, and, like, literally getting on my knees before bed every night and, like, praying as a little kid, like, I hope I have friends when I get older. I hope I have people to do all this crazy stuff with and, like, have normal experiences with, and walk through hard things, like, if nothing else. You know, and, like, I don't feel shame when telling them things. They support me in so many different ways. You know, like, when I accomplish something, like, they're the first ones cheering me on. That's how it's been. And so for, you know, like, someone that, like, chooses, because I guess it's a choice to self-isolate and to not surround myself with those kinds of people, like, that's hard. It's lonely. And, like, I do love being alone. I hate feeling lonely. And right now I do. I will say, like, a big difference in my life now is, like, it's not that I don't feel the need to. Maybe I just don't follow through on it. My dog is sighing. To follow through on, like, filling that lonely void with people and things that don't really, I look huge in this, I'm just realizing. Hang on. Yeah, okay, wow, that's a lot better. Focus. Okay. So, I don't feel the need to, like, fill that void with people and places and things that are not like good for me, like don't want to be around me, don't want to have anything. I mean, like, I take my friendships seriously, you know what I mean? Like, people that just don't take me seriously, I don't like to be around that. Like, I don't just hang out with people, like random people, like, you know, I don't just do things like that anymore. Not that staying home and not answering anybody and watching Modern Family for 3 months on repeat while I go to work every day and like spiral is any better. But at least now I have a healthy balance of like texting people back, and like it's so humbling. It's so humbling to text people that are not your friends of a long time that know this about you and be like, hey, I actually messed up and I am so sorry. Could we still be cool? Because their response is usually no. Actually, almost every case is. And that's a valid fucking response. What the, like, why am I, oh my God. Oh my God. It's the end of my season 3. And it's driving me insane. I'm like, when are things gonna be good again? I posted the Gone Girl, like cool girl monologue on my story the other day, literally yesterday, with an Ethel Cain song in the background. And I just want you guys to know that like 5 people unfollowed me on all platforms. And I love that. Like, that's the energy I've been bringing to the table. Like, the first post I made in a long time was me dressed as the girl from The Ring for Halloween at a frozen yogurt shop downtown. Wow. Like, I would have no words. Like, what is the appeal in me? Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, what if there was any, this is tough. This is tough. This is an era that, I'm assuming most 22-year-olds go through. If they don't, then wow, this is terrible. But if they do, then like, I totally got this. 23 is gonna be my year. Next October, it's coming up my way. Until then, I honestly don't know. And I'm gonna be fine. Like, I'm so young, you know, so obviously, I will someone will fall in love with me. I don't know. I don't know. This is what I'm talking about. Like, that's also a very Carrie-esque feature. I'm just like, I don't see it. I don't see it. What I'm seeing, I feel like, is physically like Mr. Bobinski from Coraline. Yeah. If he was like 5'2" with red hair. That's what I feel like I'm giving physically, personality-wise. It's kind of like a mix of a Ethel Cain song with like a really weird Neil Gaiman novel, and then you sprinkle in just like a hint of Melissa McCarthy. Love tonight. Woo! I don't know, like Little Larry the Cable Guy. It's a toss-up. It's a toss-up, personality-wise, and I'm also insane. That's a hard one to break to him. That's a hard one to, you know what, and I've done a lot. I'm like, you should have seen me 5 years ago. Oh my God. You should know, you know what I mean? How do you explain that kind of stuff to someone? You just send them the link to your YouTube channel. I've tried. Anyways, I think that's an awkward conversation to have. And I've talked about this with my friends. I'm like, there's really no right way to approach it though. Cause like you bottle it up, you keep it just in a deep, dark place in there. You lock it away, right? You store it. Couple years down the line, something comes up and you have a reaction. Okay? Probably doesn't match the situation because it's a trigger. I'm like, you know, that opens up doors, and then you have to explain things, and that is not a bad thing. That is not a bad thing, guys. What's the difficult part about that? That would be the continuation of the explaining. Usually it goes, okay, this makes me upset, or like this is triggering me because XYZ, I had this experience. And they're like, oh, I'm sorry to hear about that. A little bit of pity mixed in with just like grossed outness, confusion. And then it's followed up by, tell me more, or like, let's expand. And then that is a rabbit hole. People start asking questions, it gets messy. And I don't feel it's fair to wait to unload all that baggage till the last minute. But I also don't think it's the right thing to do to just lead off the bat and like word vomit and be like, you know, like the worst shit of your life. Like, I don't think that's the right thing to do either. How do you bring that up? You just wake up next to each other and you're like, so what kind of like trauma did you experience as a child? You just like look deeply in their eyes and ask, like, no. You just don't bring it up. Oh my God, if my camera would focus. $1,400 phone and I can't focus. All I'm saying. Yeah. We're getting deep. Me and all 53 of you. I don't really know how you approach that. And that's also been a big hindrance, just like in every aspect of my life. Oh, so should we get honest? Should we get more honest than we just were past 10 minutes? I'm always like, I don't care who's watching. I really have no idea. And nobody has ever brought it up, and nobody ever really like actively like looks these up except for my friends. So I'm like, maybe we should just go there. I have been saying for a very long time, I want specific things in life. You already know what those things are. I obsessively talk about them. Because right now I have a lack mindset of like what I'm lacking, I focus on, which I'm trying to shift to more positive, because like I have so many things to be grateful for. I seriously do. So many, like, but the Budweiser gym pants also. But when I had the opportunity many times over, for multiple of those things, I feel I turned it down. In many different senses, whether it was just like actively ignoring, or letting my depression spiral and making every excuse to not do anything, and not communicate that to anyone. Yeah, I did. So really, like when I say like I've created my own misery, like when I'm like, I'm miserable, like, okay, well you're sitting in it because like you did it. And that's being raw and self-aware for you. Yeah, I can admit that. It's not that I don't think I'm deserving of good things or that good things aren't going to come into my life. Are you kidding me? If I'm forced to be here for another 50, 60 years, because I literally can't can't escape. I feel like invincible at this point. Ooh, maybe I shouldn't say that, but you know, like I'm obviously, like, good things are gonna happen, and I just, you know, like I just said, like, I'm trying to be more positive. So like maybe you know, these things weren't meant to happen, because like I truly believe like you're where you're supposed to be, and maybe I'm supposed to be here right now making this YouTube video, talking to someone out in the void. Time is such a weird thing, God, because it's like I'm filming this now when I feel this way, and when you're watching this, if you've made it this far, because most people make it about 3 minutes into my videos before checking out, don't blame you. But if you sitting right here watching this video have made it this far, it's probably a different time, and I may not feel this way, and things may be changed, or maybe I'm watching this video like a billion years from now, because like I've been chronologically frozen and I will be brought back to life when things are better. So like I'm watching this with like my robot body and like my robot children and my cyborg dog, and I'm like, oh my God, like I remember like how cute when I was feeling that way, and like I didn't know how good things were gonna get, like so like it's really all perspective. It really is. Like, I don't know, I also really don't like my hair right now. Oh my God. But you can't run away, like, you know, you can't just run away all the time. Sometimes you have to turn around and face things and then keep going, and leave them, and that's okay. And I think like a big thing is me like trying to let things go, like being okay with that, because that's also a good thing. It opens up more space. So things are hard. They've been hard before, where I really didn't have control over the circumstances. You know, you got to put it in perspective. Like, now I'm like, I control my own money. I have my own apartment. I have my own car. Like, I have my own friends, family, all these amazing things, which you know, I hope that I don't take for granted, and I hope they don't feel that way. But like, I do think it's okay, like, when you feel nostalgic, to acknowledge that feeling, because like, it's just always this time of year. It's something about like the seasons changing, especially in Iowa City. I just love it. Like, it's so beautiful, like all the buildings with the snow, and then, you know, like all the leaves are turning, and when my friends and I are like taking our walks or just like going to and from, I don't know, there's just something about it, because I'm like, you know, like, I don't know, it makes you remember a certain time in your life. Better finds you, right? That's how it's supposed to be. I mean, maybe I'm just supposed to be alone for a while, and that's cool too. Doesn't mean I don't get jealous and all those uncomfortable, stupid, unnecessary feelings that come with that. But like, comparing gets you nowhere. Hoping that it gets you nowhere. Just get up and go to work. That's what I do. When I don't have work, I panic a little. I'm not gonna lie. I am working 2 jobs now because I just having a hard time with free time. Okay? So
Can't believe it. I made a mistake. But parents are the same, no matter time nor place.
everything will be fine, right? It's like, I'm just like, there's gotta be something, you know? when I go somewhere new, I'm just like, oh, well, something's got to give, something's got to happen, and it just doesn't, and it sucks sometimes. It does. But, oh, wow. Oh, well. Life goes on. And Sex and the City ends. And the new generation is terrible. And it's not worth watching. So it really ends. After the movies, of course. Things will get better. And Aiden's come back around. And Samantha's and Carrie's always stick together. And Charlotte's are always loyal and steadfast. And always remain that way in their friendships. And things will be okay. I know it. It'll get better. It did for Carrie. So maybe it will for me. If I'm the true Carrie, I get what I want in the end. And what I deserve. Because I kind of deserve good things. I feel that I try and do the next right thing with, you know, integrity. I try. It doesn't always happen. And a lot of times it doesn't, you know. I'll put a lot of my energy into my work and taking care of my kids that I work for, and trying to help out my friends, and then, you know, I'm lacking in other areas of my life, you know what I mean? But I can't just give up trying. I'll get better, and life goes on. It goes on. Slowly but surely, friends. I was like yelling at the beginning of this, and now I just feel fine. I just like to hear myself talk. Honestly. I don't think a lot of people do. Not in like a self-hatred way. It's just like, it's so rare to find someone that likes to listen to me talk. You don't even know. Like, I've been in long-term relationships and people have like broken up with me because they're like, shut the fuck up. Like, shut up. Like, they don't like when I talk. And that surprises some people, because especially when I first meet people, I'm so shy. And if I really like you, or I'm so interested in you, like, I don't know what to say. For the first like 6 months, I'm just like, I'm shy. Words don't come out right. I sound like Ricky from Trailer Park Boys. I edit that out of these videos for the most part. So like, but I really don't, like, I don't know.
Calm down, Ricky. I just got woken up in the middle of a great dream and I'm pissed off.
It's embarrassing. Whatever. But, you know, I totally lost my train of thought there. I'm not gonna lie. I totally lost my train of thought. I need to just start more evenly distributing my acts of kindness, and I don't really feel the need to like talk about those things, especially online, or like even really with people, because I know I'm talking about it right now, and even right now it just feels gross. I'm just like, ugh, like, I don't even really like to tell people what I do, because then they're like focused on me, and I'm like, it's not about me and like what I'm doing, you know. It's about the people that you serve, if you're serving the public especially, which I do, and I love doing that, you know. I've chosen human services for a reason, and it's because it's like my main passion in life, to help people. And I've realized that I'm really great in crisis situations that are not my own. And just, you know, like handling other people's trauma and problems and escalations. And it's okay to start working on my own. And I'm great about, you know, knowing when I'm starting to escalate, knowing when I'm starting to cycle. But instead of just pulling back entirely and thinking delusionally that I'm protecting people by doing that. Like, there's a healthy balance of just communicating that to people. And I think I can start doing that more regularly. So in conclusion, I'm Carrie Bradshaw. And I'm not going to start a column. I had one secretly a long time ago, but that's been taken down, so good luck trying to find it. And we all know how season 4 went. So, but you know, like, life isn't seasons. Life goes on when the camera stops rolling, you know. So I'm gonna stop recording this and edit it and save it and post it and do all these annoying things, and then go to bed and go to work and do it all again. And I'm gonna leave the ringer on, because it's okay to have hope that, like, silly little dreams will happen. It's okay, because sometimes they do come true. And you just have to be present to enjoy them. So, you know, do that, bitch. Don't be a Carrie. Simple as that. Just don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You know, just be yourself. You'll be fine. That's what I say all the time. So, I love you guys. Sorry that the channel's been just not active, really depressing, really all over the place. It's almost December. It's almost Vlogmas season. Oh my god, I'm so excited. If I'm still single by December, it's gonna be rough. But you know what? We just started November. We're being positive and gentle with ourselves. So, I really do appreciate everyone for putting up with me, especially the past couple of months. It's been hard. So, a good delusion will keep you going. It really will. It's just a little secret you don't have to tell anyone about. You never have to do anything about it. You just keep it in here. And then when you're a little sad, just bring it to the forward front of your mind. And then when you're happy, put it back. So, I'm gonna edit this and get it posted. Otherwise, I will not post this to the internet. And I want this to be on the internet, I think. So, goodbye. And I don't know when I'll see you again, but you'll see me. So.